Alright, welcome back to the hardcore. Just did 4 searches there and got both of our pouches. This is good too because I didn't have any pure essence. Alright, we did our first risky thing, grabbing these iron bars. But now, we can do the Knight's Sword. After Red Berry Pie. Alright, there's Knight's Sword and 29 smithing. Okay. 11 more till we can do gold, right? Yeah. Alright, there's Elemental Workshop 1 done. I almost died too, so that wasn't too great. Time for Elemental Workshop 2. And I'm gonna go grab some food. Just in case. Alright, there's Elemental Workshop 2. And that gets us to 36 smithing, 47 crafting. Okay, so to figure out how to get just a bit more smithing XP. Okay, there is dig site done. Should get a herblore level, or a couple herblore levels actually. And on the way to another mining level. I'm gonna go see how many kudos I actually have, because I do want to do Bon Voyage for birdhouse, start birdhouses. I want to start doing that as soon as possible. Let's go check. Okay, so that got me up to 53. So I need to just do a little bit of digging around to see the best way for me to get kudos. I had 20 something. So I think the way for me to do this is to do the cleaning the fines. That will give me 50 total. So I think that's the play now. Okay, there's 100 kudos. That was very, very quick. I'm gonna start Bon Voyage now, and then I think before I leave here, I'm gonna try and get that necklace first for the dig site pendant. I think that's the play. Alright, that was very quick. Let's see. So this is gonna be boom. So 49 magic I need for that. Right, yeah. Okay, so we do need a couple magic levels, but we'll do Bon Voyage. Alright, there's the watchtower done. 5k coins and up to 44 mage. So we're gonna do the Eyes of Glaufrey now. And that should get us to the 46 that we need to enchant. Oh, 49 we need, okay. Well, it'll get us on the way. There's 52 woodcutting, just AFKing some maple logs for our birdhouses in the very far future. But I should have enough logs basically to get me to 50. 50 to 61 or whatever will be a significant amount of birdhouses over what 9 to 50 will be. Alright, so I'm going to do woodcutting here. I think it'll be about 110. Let me see this. 116 till I get another level. I'll probably do that and then sit on it for a bit. Then it should give us enough logs. Then I'll do 32 thieving up to get master farmers, and then I think going for the rogues outfit is probably the next best bet. And then from there we can farm some seeds for the birdhouses, because that's what we'll be missing out on. And then from there we're kind of set up for a little while. Just missed it here, but we did get 62 mining. There we go, that's 63 mining at stars. I don't know if I recorded the 62, but yeah, there we go. Alrighty, there is the Eyes of Glaufrey done. Gives us our 49 magic to enchant ruby. And a rune crafting level, okay. And construction level, boom. The rest of these, we're gonna go a drop. And we got the saw seed that we need for the crystal saw for construction, so pretty good. This was the biggest one. So now what we can do is let's look at our gold. So we got 10 bars, so we can make couple of these. Let's go to Varrock. And then let's head over to Edgeville. And let's make some of these dig site pendants. Alright, so now with our just kind of temporary little setup of dig site pendants here, we can go ahead and start Bon Voyage. Let's see what we need for that. Bon Voyage. We already started it. We need 2 vodka, 1 Marintil potion. I think we got this, no problem. Boom. There's our Marintil potion. The rest we just need some teleports. And then, yeah, I think we're good to start doing our birdhouses. We also did our maple logs, so we're ready there. And in general, just with our logs, we got enough. Oh, I might have to cut some regular logs, but enough oaks, probably enough willows. Maybe need to cut a couple willows, but with all of this should be able to get us to the maple tier, and then we're kind of chilling on birdhouses for a little while. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab this vodka and then start this task or this quest. All right, and there we go. That is Bon Voyage done. Okay, so I just used the amulet there. Now I look at this. Now we got House on the Hill, Verdant Valley, and Mushroom Meadow. So using this, oh, okay, no, I misclicked. Using this to Fossil Island now should bring us, boom, here. And we've got, let's see, Verdant Valley. Boom. And then we should have Mushroom Meadow too. So that's what we need for our herb runs. Or not herb runs, sorry. Birdhouse runs. So boom, now it is time to get some seeds. I think I might steal from a stall first, just to get some set up, or if I can buy any anywhere. You can use a lot of seeds now. Once I'm able to do that, let's see what we have for seeds. Yeah, not a whole lot. But once I'm all set up and able to just kind of do our bird runs, we should be pretty set. I eventually will start doing Master Farmers, which will give me a lot more seeds. But until then, I need to find another way to get seeds because I don't have the level yet, but I do want to start already, at least with a couple of them. Okay, just buying a couple seeds. This should be enough for what we need. Oh fuck, forgot about that dickhead in there. So now we're just gonna go cut an inventory of regular logs. I don't really think we're gonna need that many to get us to that the oak tier. Might need to cut some more oaks eventually, but we'll get this inventory and then we'll start with our birdhouses. Alright, so let's set up our first birdhouse run here. It took a long time coming to get this, to be completely honest. I'm very happy it's... Oh, I need clockworks. Oh, man. Alright, let me get those. Alright, just finishing up, I think, our probably third or fourth birdhouse run, up to almost 24 already, so we're well past regular logs, doing oaks. And then basically I'll harvest 2 more birdhouses, 2 or 1, and then we'll be able to just start on willows already. So we're going pretty quick. Alright, there's another hunting level. It's just rolling in quick. This one will be for willows. So now, because I got 2, I'll make 2 quick. Now we're on to willows already. So not far off our maples. That's pretty damn good. Oh, also right here, 25 hunter. And there's 50 crafting on the hardcore. That is mahogany houses, ruby amulets, hunter pouch. Not sure what that is. Alright. And there's 30 hunter for whatever bats that just said. And 31 hunter there. Alright, so just got 52 crafting there. I also got 60, almost 66 mining. Just AFKing some stars and doing birdhouses while I do stuff on the main iron. So progress is going up to 37. We'll get another level on this next birdhouse run, but we're doing pretty good. Now I gotta just figure out kind of what I want to do to 61 crafting, and then we can do lunars pretty much. So, yeah. All right, there's 66 mining. Decided to swap over to load. We need gold ores in general, but I'm gonna save up 100 first for the top level, and it just makes AFKing here quite a bit easier. All right, a little bit of time has passed, but that's 41 hunter. Not bad, not bad. We gotta get some new seeds though. Been doing a lot of mining, up to 68. We did finally get a rune pick. Ended up just low alking some jewelry. We got a lot of gold ore since. We'll follow up when we get to the bank. Alright, let's take a look here. Curry seed and a ring, not bad. We're at almost 8k feathers, 300 gold ore. So we're looking at for our ores right now on the hardcore. Not bad, not bad. Plus the coal. Bar wise is where we're at here. Got rings. Out a lot of these. Necklaces. Out a lot of those. A couple dig site pendants we alked, but overall we're doing pretty good. Now it's law runes. That's our issue. So we're probably gonna do some questing, and then after that we're gonna go back to rune crafting. There's 42 smithing, steel kite shields. Wow. Okay. There we go. That's 53 crafting, snakeskin armor. Just making up the rest of this jewelry. For mining, we got a lot of gold bars now to use up. It's probably enough dig site pendants. Make a couple dueling rings, and then pretty good. I'm just kind of trying to find out a good way to get seeds now. I think I'll do master farmers. Then I think I need to start getting on some more questing. So we're almost 70 mining. I'll do that AFK. And yeah, questing and then get back to RC. I think that's the plan. I just want to get set up for birdhouses with seeds so I can just kind of do those passively, because I think I'm all out now at this point. Let's take a little peek. Seed. Yeah. Running pretty low. Alright. See what I can do. There's 33 thieving. I'm gonna stay healed to, I think, 38 is what we need, right? 38? Yeah, 38 for master farmers. And then I gotta think about the rogue's outfit too, but at least then. Alright, and with that, we're 38 thieving. Maybe took probably just under an hour, maybe 40 minutes or so. Pretty good. So now we're gonna go to master farmers and just kind of start there. Saved all the tops, jangerberries, and strange fruits. I feel like I need jangerberries for something, so I kept them. The fruits I will use for run energy. So I got 28 from there, and we're up to 16 tops, and a couple papayas too, but they're pretty rare. So there we go. Everything else was dropped. So I'm gonna go over to master farmers now. I think my best spot is gonna be Artie. And about to get a fletching level here. Should be this one. Hopefully. Yeah, there we go. 36. Quite low. Getting kind of set up for when I do some seaweed seed farming underwater. I need to have something to do kind of AFK. So that's gonna be this and arrow shafts. Now that I'm getting feathers from birdhouses, I can start on this. Alrighty, there's 40 thieving just from master farmers. So now city guards. Okay. Like you guys know, we're really just here for seeds, so I don't care about this experience. I'm really kind of worried though, being a hardcore here. He damages you over time, you know. So I want to just make sure I don't get chanced, you know. I don't want to get chanced. But 40 there. Seeds. Building up. They're building up. I don't got too many right now, but, you know, keep doing this. I might go get more thieving levels before doing this, but my main goal here is just to kind of build up a good stock of seeds. So with what I do here for 2 levels I've done at Master Farmer now, and then maybe buying a couple things, could be okay. Who knows? Alright, there's Tree Gnome Village done. Gnome Amulet. I don't remember what this does. I think you need it for a quest. Maybe Temple of Icov or some shit like that. But there's a little bit of attack XP. Oh, we do get a level. And a combat level too. Okay, so that's Spirit Trees now. So that's all these locations. Feldup Hills will be good. Grand Exchange will be good for banking. This is like okay. Both these are good. So it's a good transport method unlocked. Kind of stuck what I want to do in this account because I'm playing on my main Iron Man, the group. I kind of want to just do something that will be good. Like, I'm not really sure what I should do. I got to get rune crafting up, but I don't know if that's the best to do now. Because we do have, like, we got, like, everything we need other than the needle for Guardians of the Rift, right? I don't think we have a pouch. Yeah. But we do have update on the seeds here. We're stacking them up, you know. We got actually a good amount for birdhouse runs. Got probably 20, 30, 40 birdhouse runs here. Maybe not that much, maybe 20. But not bad. Want to save our fruits here for stamina. And then we got lots of Gulavanova tops for Herblore boost in the future. So we're looking all right. We're looking all right. Don't think I'm gonna need that. Throw this in here. Maybe actually in here. Boom. All right, there we go. 42 Hunter. That's Essence Implings. 2. I think it's 2. Let's take a peek. 2 more levels. Yeah, till Maples. So we're doing all right. We're doing all right. There we go. 43 Hunter. 1 more level till Maples. Yeah, and we got plenty of those banked. Alright, I just missed it there, but that's 44 Hunter right there. So that's going to get us maple birdhouses, I think, right? Yeah, maple, which is the biggest number of logs we have stocked up because I think it's the biggest gap or one of the biggest gaps to get a new birdhouse, right? 44, 49. Oh, no, but we're not going to use mahogany. So, yeah, it's the biggest gap from 44 to 59. So, we'll be using maples that entire way. Not bad, though. Why don't we check... so, I've only done birdhouses up to 44 Hunter, plus a little bit of questing, I think. So, we're just kind of collecting some low-level seeds. You know, the jewelry is always nice, even though we kind of got that sorted out right now. But that is only 100 bird nests. From what I can see here, 44 teak birdhouses we did. I don't have the rest of them, but 44 teak. So what we're going to do now is maples are going to be our new one. So 175, I think that's enough to get us to 59. Think so. Not sure. But for now, we're stocked up on maples. It's still our seeds that we're kind of hurting on, but we got enough for probably about 10 runs here, so not too bad. Alrighty, guys, that's 69 mining. 1 more level to go until 70. I think we have to keep going a little bit, just so we can get smithing banked for Song of the Elves, but we'll be doing probably mostly Giant's Foundry here, and then the gold we get from Motherlode. But most of this was done through stars, so we're kind of lacking on, what's it called, the ores that we actually need for smithing, unfortunately, but we did get a lot of gems for crafting, so, you know, there are trade-offs, I guess. Don't mind Motherlode at all right now. I'm going for the upper level before Prospector, because the upper level is just going to give us so much, a way easier time here. A lot more AFK, and I think it's the best thing to get first, because if I ever want AFK or need to bank stuff for smithing, I can always come back here and AFK and get Prospector that way, so pretty cool. There we go, guys. That's 70 mining. So that's Addy, size 7 stars, and expert mining gloves. It's a lot of quest unlocks and everything with that, as we were saying, but there we go. That's 70 finally completed. So see how many nuggets I have after this, but I'll probably need to do maybe 2 more refills after this to get the upper level. And then we're just going to continue on mining for now, since on the main Iron Man, we're doing some Hydra right now. Still trying to get that that claw for our lance, so we're 408 KC. All right, so that's the excuse me, the updated, or the restricted miner, whatever the fuck he calls it, unlocked for MLM. So it's very good for this account. We're going to be AFKing a lot, so this is perfect. Down the ladder, deposit, very, very easy. This is definitely the earliest I've ever gotten this on an account, and I skipped past Prospector for it. So now, since we had to save up 100 already, I think that's the same as that legs in the top. So we're going to be probably going for Prospector while we're doing this. That's going to be my next upgrade. I don't think the big sack is as important at the moment. It is good, but I will take the Prospector outfit first just to get that out of the way. So these work a little bit differently than the bottom ones. As far as I know, they did do something to implement the timer to the bottom ones, but these ones have like a 1 minute or like whatever, some type of tick timer on them before they actually move. And the bottom is not bad, because I think they did something similar, but I don't think they last as long, and I think they're slightly more randomized. These always have the same duration that they're up for, and the countdown starts when someone's mining it. I think as long as someone's mining it, it'll count ticks down, so it's significantly more AFK to be up here, and it's a way shorter run to deposit. So overall, it's going to be more XP per hour. Now we can also start getting Addy ore, so pretty cool, pretty cool. There we go. That's 71 mining right there. Nice. All right, just missed it, but there's 72 mining. Not really sure how we're getting on with the golden nuggets, but I did get the helmet. I'm not sure if I recorded that. Yeah, not too sure. All right, so I think I've decided I'm gonna go for everything that you can get here. So that's gonna include this, coal bag, and gem bag. So that's gonna be 340 nuggets for that, plus I think another 200 for the big sack, right? Yeah. So 540 or something like that I need. So we're 28. I could almost buy the boots actually, but I don't know what I'm gonna get. So 100 ore Addy in 2 levels. That's what you expect here. Just banking for smithing. Honestly, this gold ore is gonna come very in handy, so I don't mind staying here. I'll probably stay here, I don't know, at this point like 80. I don't know, kind of just AFKing, but it's not bad. It's not bad, and this account is mainly gonna be skilling for now. I do want to start Slayers soon, but I do kind of want to get some of these irritating quote-unquote skills a little higher, like agility. I'll finish graceful, finish up mining and smithing. I should be doing my hunter runs. Need to do RC. Need to do farming, crafting too, but that's gonna come, you know, after, with time. But yeah, it's honestly fine being here. Banking the smithing is really what I'm here for. So we'll do that. We'll get Prospector, and we'll get, I don't know if I'm gonna go for the big bag, but we're at least gonna get Prospector, the coal bag, and the gem bag. All right, guys, there is 73 mining on the hardcore. I think with this, if we're lucky, should be able to get our final nuggets for the legs. So far we got the boots and the helmet. Yeah, there we go. That's exactly what we needed. Of course, just enough. Boom, 50. And there are the legs. Boom. One more piece, and then we're done. So I want to probably say before 74, we'll get that done with. All right, guys. Just wanted to let me turn this up. There we go. Just wanted to provide a little bit of an update here. So we did get full prospector. This gives me basically 2 XP more per mine. I'm just gonna claim this one here. So that was, I forget, I want to say around 200 nuggets or so, something like that. Maybe a little bit less, maybe like 160 or 150. We're sitting at 29 more nuggets, so I still need 171 more to get the coal bag and the gem bag, which is what I'm looking for. This is kind of an update on the ores, so we're pretty good. We got a lot of smithing XP banked. A lot less gold ore, honestly, than I thought, but I think that is honestly due to me starting this later in mining instead of at 40. I think we would have got a lot more gold that way, but yeah, so we're doing pretty good. 27k to 75. I'm gonna say it's probably gonna take me at least till like 76 to get this, probably, maybe 77. So I'll continue with this, but we definitely made some good progress in this episode, so I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna cut down a lot of the clips where I was just talking, just to kind of keep stuff short. But after I'm done here with all the unlocks, I'll be stopping mining, and I'll be moving over to probably some questing and finding another AFK skill to do. Like maybe woodcutting would be a good one to get out of the way. Either woodcutting or agility. I still want to go back to Guardians of the Rift for the law runes. It's also a possibility, but I'm just not really too sure yet. For sure, though, we need to get into questing and start doing some combats, I think. With this gem crab that came out, I think that's probably one of our best bets to train combat and get crafting XP at the same time. So I'll probably do that. I definitely want to get Monkey Madness done and then start Slayer, because Slayer will be very, very good for us. I want to try and knock out the Slayer helm as fast as possible, because it's also going to be what's going to get our magic up in the later levels. We do need to get Desert Treasure done, and get a lot of GP, which I'm not too sure how we're going to do yet, but if we are able to just alch, we can get a good amount of GP that way because of all the gold bars I have, or gold and gold bars I have. I can always just craft them into bracelets and then alch them for like 300 or 400 GP each, which is pretty good. So just not too sure yet, but definitely gonna knock out, finish Motherlode Mine. I'll probably go just do some of the ores to get like at least 50 smithing or so. Then it's gonna be between rune crafting, AFKing combats, questing, and then probably slowly getting into Slayer. And then knocking out some, little quest requirements here and there, as well as continuing with our birdhouse runs. And I do want to get Miscellanea up as soon as possible, and I do want to start farming as soon as possible. So that's kind of what we're looking at right now. But yeah, so for this episode 2, we definitely made a lot of progress. Happy with it. A lot of AFKing though, like a lot of hours AFKing here. I've probably AFK'd here for easily like 10 or 15 hours, probably more. I think it's probably about 45k, 50k an hour. So you can do the math on that. We're about 1.2 mil XP. But yeah, appreciate the view, and hopefully we can get into some exciting stuff soon. I know this is kind of just the beginning, but I'm playing this hardcore a little differently, just for knocking out some of the really annoying skills, slow skills first, while I'm doing stuff on the main Iron Man. Yeah, so I look forward to what's coming next.